after hours. About to make another live. I'm just about to say video. Oh, god damn, just sitting down for a little bit, man. What's up with the scripts? We're gonna talk about these women real quick and why most women are stupid and not humble, man. It's always, you gotta always remain humble. You feel me? Like, uh, a lot of women they would let like a guy who's worth a lot of money slip right from under their nose, man. Because a lot of them, what they call them, they're finish line bras, man. They want a motherfucker that's already built up already. But by that time, man, when a motherfucker's already built up, it's already too late. It's gonna be harder to compete for him. You know, uh, a guy would straight up tell you what he want. Oh, I want to have children. I want to have kids with you. And she would blow him off and be like, I don't want any kids. I'm like, okay, you just really just throwing that bag away for no apparent reason. Uh, women will throw the bag away because of their emotions, bro. Like, my mother was like that, bro. Like, because the man that she was dating didn't look a certain way, but he had money and shit like that. She did not want to have sex with that man. She didn't want to marry that man. And it cost her dearly in the long run, okay? That guy had a lot of money. Well, he wasn't rich, but he had his own business. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck? That raccoon over there, man? Bruh, you ain't my spot. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. This is human spot right here. This is human. This is my shit right here, bruh. You come over here, you're gonna get slapped. I ain't playing around with you, raccoon. I ain't playing around. So you gonna walk over there like I don't exist, right? You ain't afraid of me, bruh? Fuck out of here, bruh. That raccoon act like I don't see his ass, bro. He like, man, fuck you, bro. This my territory, nigga. Look at that goddamn raccoon over there, bro. Over there. He over there thinking he the shit, man. Like, man, what the hell you doing? This is my territory, bro. Fuck you doing, bro. I'm bigger than you. Raccoons ain't no joke, man. They got like claws that will fuck you up. I got you on tape, raccoon. He's minding his own business. He's trying to get some. He looking for some money, or he's looking for some money. Feel what I'm saying? Bro, don't come over here, bro. I will fuck you up, bro. You looking at me like you about to do something, baby. I got some mace for your ass if you come over here, man. Fuck you doing, bro? He over there just walking. Hey, nigga, hold on. You interrupted my live right now. You distracted me, bro. Anyway, back to what I was saying, man. Before that raccoon came around and interrupt what I was saying, is that sometimes women don't know who they talking to. Like, they could be talking to a guy that's ready to fucking like retire in the Philippines for the rest of his life and got a lot of money that's gonna change their life for the better. But what they want to do, they want to see some proof of that. But really, you can't just show proof like that, man, without motherfuckers looking at you strange and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, uh, they want you to be ready, a ready package. You know what I'm saying? Before things start happening, and you know some of these women overseas, you test the waters. You know, you see how they what they thinking about and what they want to do. You know, you say, oh well, you know, I'm coming to the Philippines to have children, to have babies, and you could be the well-paid motherfucker on planet Earth, and she'll be like, no, I'm not ready to have children. I'm like, you really don't know who you talking to. uh, when a motherfucker say that he gonna come to the Philippines and have babies with you from America, you got to say yes. Especially if you're in poverty. No, you don't have any options like that. You know, you feel what I'm saying? This woman acting like, you know, she got a lot of options and she don't want to have children, and that's the wrong answer to say to a motherfucker that's gonna come over there and have a bunch of options. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I go to the Philippines, bro, and I got money in the bank, I'm gonna have a gang of options, and women gotta tread lightly around me. I'm sorry, you do, because I'm looking for any like reason to disqualify you. You know, you talking about you don't want to have children, you don't want to do this. Okay, I take my money else. I take my retirement money elsewhere. You feel what I'm saying? And for you to say you don't want to have children, poof, you get disqualified really quickly. You feel what I'm saying? So even overseas, these women are starting to act like American women, non-humble. They feel like they got options. You know, I thought, you know what, bro? Before I go let me tell you something real quick, bro. Before I go overseas, I test the waters a little bit with these females. I want to see, you know, how she feels about having children, especially having children with a black man. I want to see how well she would take that, you know. If she's like, no, I don't want to have children, I'm like, you talking to the wrong motherfucker. A nigga that's gonna come to the Philippines and retire for the rest of his life. You saying no to the wrong motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you saying no to. You gotta be careful. That's why a lot of females gotta be open to, like, okay, a foreigner talking about he wanna come down and have children with me. Having children mean that you got a better life. You feel what I'm saying? The foreigner gonna come over and he gonna take care of you and stuff like that. But when you are saying no to like the foreigner that probably got some money stashed in the bank, probably got swollen pockets, probably got a good income, you say no to him, that's a door shut right there. You females gotta learn how to be open to all doors. A guy could come out of nowhere and change your life for the better, and you don't even know who you're talking to. You don't. Because I can easily take my money overseas and retire in the Philippines if I wanted to for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I got that money in the bank right now, but eventually in the future I will. So you don't like say no to a guy that's very determined and very ambitious to make things different in his life and in your life. You don't like do that. You don't turn a guy down, or even say no to children. Guy talking about he want to go over there, he want to have children. you better be saying yes, especially if you're in poverty. That's the reason why I don't want to get with females who have a YouTube channel, because these women who got YouTube channels, they got a bunch of simps, pumping their head up, getting them to think that they better than they really are. You feel what I'm saying? No. If a woman got a YouTube channel, no. Say no. Number one, you got to deal with her fan base, especially if you're a black man, you in the Philippines, and you with a popular YouTuber with like 100,000 subs. Oh man, they're gonna eat your ass alive. What you doing with a black man, huh? What you doing with a black man? You just gonna have a hard time. There was a white boy that went out there to one of the Filipino YouTubers, and he got it big time because he was a older white man that was 45. He was out of shape, and she got it bad, man. Like, I mean, dudes start kicking in the door to about, you wouldn't even be giving that time. You wouldn't even give that guy the time of day if you was in America. Man, she got it bad. Man, she got it bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an older white guy over there dating her and stuff like that, and everybody's talking about, oh, you just with him for the green card and stuff like that. That's the reason why I don't really want to go to like some of these countries and have children, man. It's just gonna, that shit is gonna fucking like confuse everything, bro. And don't get me wrong, I'm still attracted to Filipino women and Asian women, and I can't help that because I am. It's inside my DNA, and I am attracted to black women too. That's why I be watching Pop the Balloon and shit, because some of them black women be looking good up on there, man. You feel what I'm saying? You guys know my MO. I'm attracted to black women, and I'm attracted to Asian women, and I am attracted to Hispanic women too, and white women too. I like all women, bro. But my specialty is black women and Asian women. For some reason, I mean, you guys know that reason. My mother put me in a like an all Asian school when I was younger, and that's where it came from, bro. Me liking Asian women, because my mother put me in a mostly Asian school when I was young, twice. There was a school that was mostly Asian. It was called it was in the Rolling 20s. In Oakland. You feel what I'm saying? The Murder Dubs is what they call them, right? Murder Dubs, Rolling 20s, the Twomps, the nicknames for the Rolling 20s, right? Over there in Oakland. My mother put me in a mostly Asian school, and I developed a thing for Asian women just by that. You feel what I'm saying? And then she put me in a mostly black school, which is called McClymonds. They call it short. They call it MAC for short. You feel what I'm saying? They call it MAC in Oakland. You feel what I'm saying? So I develop a bond between black women and Asian women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't help that I'm attracted to Asian women. I don't think I'll never ever stop liking Asian women, because I've been liking them for a very long time. And it's very hard to get one because of the culture. A lot of them are family orientated, and they don't like you. They don't like, them dealing with a black man, especially if a dark skinned complexion like me and shit. You feel what I'm saying? They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. I'm about to end this live, because this is supposed. Oh yeah, we got to end this live soon, in about a couple of minutes. For some of these women, they don't know who they're really talking to. You feel what I'm saying? I could be the guy to come over and change their life forever. They don't even know me. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know that I might come to the Philippines with $3 million to retire for the rest of my life. That's going to change their life for the better. Build them a house, giving them a better life and shit like that. They don't even know that. And they're fucking like rejecting me, really? Okay, baby. All right. Suit yourself. But that goes to show how women are fucking stupid, and they don't like Uh, they don't open all fucking opportunities. You hear what I'm saying? They don't like, you know, they don't think before they make a decision. So wait a minute, this guy could be for real. You know what I'm saying? You keep that option open. Keep all bridges open and available. Keep all bridges available. Don't burn any bridges because you never know who that guy's gonna turn out to be. You know, you never know he's gonna be the next like Kevin Hart or the next uh, the next big time basketball player, the next big time Hollywood movie actor. You don't know who he's gonna be. It was like, you know, back in the day, you know, motherfuckers, these females would laugh at Michael B. Jordan, calling him corny and stuff. But next thing you know, he became the biggest actor in Hollywood and the sexiest man alive and shit. You know, but before he blew up, he was called the corny kid, man. You feel what I'm saying? They called him corny. You know what I'm saying? And Michael B. Jordan, he called that female that called him corny on the red carpet. He walked up to her. He said, "Yeah, I remember what you said about me. Yeah, I'm the corny kid." And she was like, "No, I didn't say that. No, you called me corny. Yeah, you called me corny." Before I blew up, you called me corny. I remember you. You was in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? And that shit came back to haunt her, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you run your fucking mouth about ambitious men, it comes back to haunt you. Don't run your fucking mouth too much. Cause it can't. What's up with it, Jamie, baby? You know, you eat it from the back. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't run your fucking mouth about ambitious men because we can clown you in the long run. We can. You feel me? Because you never know who that guy is going to be. You don't like, if a guy say, "Baby, I want to come over and I want to take care of everything. I want to be with you. You fine as fuck. I want to take care of you and your family. I want to have babies and children with you." And you be like, "Nah, I don't want to have children." The guy be like, "Oh, okay. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be with her, man. I'm gonna pick another female to settle down with, man. Cause Hellcat trying to live a little bit longer in life, bro. So I'm coming to the Philippines or to Africa or whatever to settle down. Cause I wanna live longer. That's the reason I want to settle down so quickly, because I want to live to be at least 80 years old. And if I settle down with a family, I'll live longer. I'm not trying to be a player my whole entire life. I did that in my 20s. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of these females, they really don't know who they talking to. A lot of you bitches, you think with emotions. You don't think with brains and stuff. The smartest thing is, before I end this live right quick, because I got to end it soon, man. The smartest thing is to keep all options open, keep all bridges unburned. Don't burn any bridges, basically. Keep it all open, man. Don't burn bridges and talk shit, man, because it can come back to haunt you, man. A lot of these females, they get to be 30, 35, and they wishing they would have got married and had children when they were young. Now it's already too late, man. I was looking at some of these leftover women videos, and they wish they could turn back the hands of time. They wish they would have never had put all their energy into a career and would have gotten married early. They wish they would have did that, but it's already too late. You're past your prime. Men are not checking for you no more. Done for. You can't turn back the hands of time. You can't go back and get your youth back. You can't go back and get your looks back. It's over. When a high value man is checking for you and you turn them down, oh, it's over for you. Done for. You know. What's up with it, Captain Commander? You feel what I'm saying? Because the women, they act on emotion. They don't think before they respond. They just respond. They just react. What time is it? Oh yeah, we gotta end this live. Cause I only got 48% on my phone, man, and we gotta keep some of this phone. I always gotta keep, for emergencies and shit. We gotta at least have at least 50% on my phone, man. I'm already at 48%. But a lot of women, they don't think. My mother did the same thing, bro. Like, prime example, my mother is a example. The guy she was with, he was five, but he had a lot of money. He kept us fed, you know what I'm saying? We had food in the refrigerator. Man, we was eating all the time, bro. John, which was a white man, he used to always come around and take me to Blockbuster videos. Back when Blockbuster Video, if you guys are old enough, you guys remember Blockbuster Video. And he used to take me to Blockbuster Video to rent a game every single goddamn weekend. And my mother had Crab Louie every single fucking weekend, bro. And he used to buy his Super Nintendo games and stuff back when Super Nintendo was hot, back in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Double Dragon, he bought me that game and shit, man. He was a good provider, but his looks wasn't all that. But my mother was so put off his looks that she let the man go. And then once she let that man go, we end up starving for like years. Not months, years, because that man he was selling Novas. He even had 60 foreign parlors, like 60 he was selling 64 Impalas. He was selling Novas, which is the 70s car. Remember that 70, I forgot the brand, but it was called Nova. He had one of those fucking, he was selling those cars, bro. Bro, he was making bread. He had a lot of money, man. And my mother fucked that up because she was thinking with her feelings, bro. She wasn't thinking about her man with her mind. So once she fucking basically called it was her, it wasn't him. She called the engagement off because that guy put a $10,000 engagement ring around her fucking hand, bro, my mother. And she fucked that off. And when that man left, we fucking starved for years, bro. We was fighting over food and refrigerator. That's how bad it was, and that's how stupid and idiotic a lot of women are. They do things with emotion and not with logic. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you know, they're so caught up with looks and height that they don't even care if you're a provider. You can't reach that man. My mother was fucking stupid. We starved. Like, my mother didn't fuck about us, bro. We starved after that man left. That man left. That man kept food in the refrigerator. That white man kept food in the refrigerator, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Let me get out of here, man. I keep buffering. But I'm gonna get on this a few more times, man, because I gotta get some more off my chest. You know what I mean? You feel me? When that white man John left, we fucking starved, and she was so hung up on his looks, how she didn't like his looks, and she wasn't attracted to John, and she dated him for 2 years, bro, in the Jehovah's Witness thing, bro. Yeah, he was a Jehovah's Witness like she was, and that man kept us fed, bro. Like we had food in the refrigerator. He was doing a whole lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she let that man go, and we starved for like years, okay? And then she hooked up with some loser motherfucker who didn't have a job. He was a crack addict and shit like that, and she got back on drugs and started smoking drugs. So it's like, man, what the fuck was you doing? You do everything that you feel like you need to do. You don't do nothing with logic or reasoning. Just like what's her name? Samantha Lee, that dated Tyrese, okay? You know what she said when she left Tyrese? She said that was the biggest mistake that she has ever done. Because when she was with Tyrese, she was fed, bro. Everything was taken care of. All the bills. You know, the man didn't cheat. He didn't do nothing, bro. And she ended up leaving him. Why? Because she didn't like his looks. And after that, you know, the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Chaz and Tyrones was pumping and dumping her. You know, like why would you leave a man that's part of the 20% of men out here? You see, these women don't think. They react. They don't think. You know what I'm saying? They think with emotion, bro. They don't think with logic. The logical thing is to stick with Tyrese until something better comes along. But no, she didn't have nothing lined up. You know what I'm saying? That was better than Tyrese. My mother, she didn't have nothing lined up that was better than John, that had more money than John. No, she said, no, I don't like his looks. Okay, well, I'll find something better. But did you really find something better? No, you didn't, you stupid son of a bitch. No, you did not find nothing better than John, which is my mother. No, you didn't find nothing better than Tyrese. You didn't find nothing better than these guys. So you got clowned, and now you know, Tyrese was talking about how Samantha was calling him and begging for money and saying that she can't like afford to stay inside the house that she's living in and shit like that. But whose fault is that? You left a perfectly good man because you didn't like his looks, but he was worth millions of dollars. You see how illogical a lot of these women think? You think that Samantha has replaced Tyrese? No, she did not. She didn't replace him. She didn't get another millionaire, bro. She didn't. So shut your fucking bitch ass up. You didn't get another millionaire. You thought you could replace him. No, you cannot. He's part of the 20% of men, which is very hard to come by the way, by a lot of females. That's why a lot of females don't get rich men, because they overlook these dudes in the get-go. If I become rich, all those bitches in all them bitches over there in Starbucks, they're gonna be like, wow, he was that guy that came in every single day, had lotto tickets and stuff, and now he's a millionaire. Wow, I wish I would have had stepped to that guy. I wish I would have had asked him out. So it's already too late. It's too competitive for you to get his attention now. You should have got his attention when he was down and out, when he had nothing, when he had $0. You should have got his attention. You should have been going out with him. You should have been giving him a chance when he was broke. But now he's already worth something. So now it's gonna be very hard to compete with this guy now. You should have got him when he was coming up. When he was on the come up, you should have got him. Like what's her name? The Asian chick that was dating what I'm saying, the guy who invented Facebook, shit. I can't think of his name right now, man. Anyway, he was dating the Asian chick before he had blew up. And they still together to this day, man. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, he was dating the Asian chick before he blew up, and he's still dating her to this day. He's still married to the woman. So she got him before he blew up. Okay, before he became a billionaire. Okay? And she's still married to him, and she's still enjoying all the benefits that's coming with being with a billionaire. Okay? A lot of you females, you wonder why a lot of you bitches don't fucking, get a husband, because you're waiting by the finish line too goddamn much. That's what you're doing. You're waiting by the finish line too much. You thinking with just feelings. You're not thinking with logic and reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let me end this live, man. You guys have a good night. It's time for me to get some sleep. Yeah, it's time to get some sleep. Just want to make that short video, man. I hope I get everything. I'm out.